I organized all modern and viable career paths into this chart here, and I'm going to be ranking them from good to bad. Let's start with 1 hour a day, middle class, pseudo-welfare, sinecure, golden handcuff government job. This is a pretty highly coveted position, and I don't knock anyone that chooses to do it. You don't have to do a lot of work, and you can just kind of sit around and collect dust. So if you don't mind the smell of rot, this is the one for you. Moving on to GovCore pseudo-socialist welfare NEET. This one's definitely much less good. I'm going to put this as orange. And I'm going to move to full-on red for $0 a year hypothet employed side hustle artist and basement-dwelling dopamine hijack perpetual losers. The real issue with both of these is that they're too close to being future Soylent Green Chow. Moving on to euthanasia injector, I see this as something that has a lot of growth potential. And that leads us to poison pill salesman. As far as I know, these guys are killing it. They're killing a lot of people. Now, the entire for-pay community replacement column is very appealing to me. There's a lot of people who lack community these days, and financially exploiting these people for cash is very lucrative. I'm also going to say the $200 an hour listener position is also very good. We used to have communities that would fulfill this social function, and now we don't. And you pay someone just to listen to you. Surrogate e-father figure? Good. This is a side category of for-pay community replacement. Invincible tenured boomer is definitely pretty good. These are people who can't get fired because they've been in the system for too long. That's definitely where you want to be. This brings us to intellectually impotent word cell mind masturbators. The word cells, I am not a huge fan of. I'm going to put as an orange, not terrible. Moving down from 1 hour a day, middle class, pseudo-welfare, sinecure, golden handcuff government job, we have unsupervised, forgotten middleman hiding between cogs of unfathomably large corporations. There's actually a connection here between this and the tenured boomer category. This is sort of the private sector equivalent of the sinecure government position, which does make it a little less good, unfortunately, because there's a profit incentive. Here we have 3 remote jobs at once, AI gap advantage taker. So there's a little bit of a space between now and when corporations figure out that half their employees are automating their workflow to AI. And so in that little gap, you can be working like 3 remote positions at once and just building all of them simultaneously. This is a very good position to be in. I'm gonna give this one a hearty green. For wage slave, capital cult, recruiter, grind hustle, vapid maxed, empty life, sigma male, I'm gonna give this one definitely an okay position. It's a solid choice, but if you're trying to maximize capital and having an empty life, I think there's better options. In terms of the God players, image of God defilers, and tech bro apocalypse accelerators, this is all very good. You want to be on top during the AI apocalypse, so it can be your head in the jar. Human that provides value to other human. Sorry guys, I really don't know what this is doing on the list. Amazon 0.001% efficiency increasing dropshipper, based off the TikToks I see on them where they show off an inspect element of their bank account where they have $10 million. I buy it. Following the Sigma, we have the online sociopath. This one is one of my personal favorites. It's not for everybody, I admit, but I'm enjoying my space in this circle.
The best part about being an online sociopath is being able to say, and now a word from our sponsor. PIA VPN is my favorite VPN, and also the only VPN. But what is a VPN? Says literally no one has ever asked that. You can use VPNs to get around government, corporate, I use PIA VPN to ABCDEFG. You see, you may not know this, but when you're online, I am stalking you. And if you don't want that to happen, you gotta protect yourself. And a VPN is a lot like a condom for your... Look how easy it is to use on my Mac. I just open it up, click this button, and all of a sudden, boom, I'm transported across the globe. Go to piavpn.com/dreg for 83% off and 4 months free. Wow, I literally cannot believe that deal.
Of course, the crossover between the Sigma and the online sociopath is the scam course peddler. Fellas, if you can become a scam course peddler in the modern day, you'll be raking in cash. Same goes for the negative emotion architects, the democracy eroder, and the TikTok child mind melter. All very good paths. You can also be a no personality e-celebrity orbiter. Those guys seem like they have pretty easy lives. Spinning off from democracy eroder, we have bot politician and the arbitrary system complexifier. We love arbitrary systems. We love layers and layers of bureaucracy that get way beyond the grasp of any single human being. And you need a whole other person just to explain to you some of the rules. So like laws, or how taxes work. If you're gonna pick arbitrary system complexifier as a career, I'd really recommend you build a bunch of systems that prevent these systems from getting simpler, so you can justify your own existence. Spinning off from bot politician and crossing over into suspicious island-owning Monero quadrillionaire, we have the born-rich, old-money arbitrary capital accumulator. This is a pretty good position, but it's actually not as good as it seems because you can be disrupted as a old money person by new money people, and then you don't have any actual life skills to get you through there. So I'm gonna give it a very yellowish green. Suspicious island-owning Monero quadrillionaire is definitely pretty good as well, but you're risking the GovCore crashing down on you. Let's go back to online sociopath for a second and look at TikTok child mind melter. Branching off of that, we've got the morality disassembler. All this love your neighbor stuff seems to be getting in the way of capital. Branching off of morality disassembler, we have atrocity PR guy. I don't know if you knew this, but the atrocity PR guys are always hiring. And this crosses over into the violence monopolists. There's been a lot of riffraff complaining about violence monopolists, but otherwise a pretty good job. Obviously you want to be the guys controlling the violence monopolist class, but if you have to be the violence monopolist class, well, at least you know how to do violence. As for biosphere collapsers, it seems like if you try to collapse the biosphere quicker, you get money for it, and that's great. So this includes the misanthrope egoist, the climate change accelerator, the clueless nihilist, and the microplastic generator. Put it in my blood. Put it in my blood. Put it in my blood! Branching off of morality disassembler, we have negative social value generator. Now this one could go either way, but the fact that this can make money really says a lot about society. As for the testosterone siphoner, again, a pretty good gig, and the overlap between online sociopath and testosterone siphoner is male-to-male dysphoria generator. By giving men dysphoria to become more masculine, or women dysphoria to become more feminine, you can actually make a lot of money. There's a lot of transhumanist augments you can take. I myself am a male-to-male transsexual and am considering going on gender-affirming hormones because on the inside I'm 400 pounds of raw muscle. Moving on from testosterone siphoner, we've got the vril-devouring e-succubi. I would definitely recommend looking into this if that's a viable career path for you. It can pay a lot. What a lot of people miss out on, though, is that you can just as easily become a fertility-devouring incubus. And that's also a very lucrative career path. And over here we've got underground tax evader and capped sex worker. Big yes. Now we're in the big criminal sphere. Being a criminal is pretty risky. I'd probably recommend against it. That includes the thief, drug dealer, murderer, triple major. And crossing into crack, adult, schizophrenic, semi-lucid, hobo, doomsday screecher. Again, I know that this is tempting, but probably not. Now I know a lot of you have dreams about this, but you definitely don't want to be a brick and mortar mom and pop shop. Instead, I would definitely recommend being the brick and mortar mom and pop shop dismantler. Or really any blue collar job automator. Bypassing all of this, if you literally just want to straight up be a robot, that's good too. Now you'll notice that all of these jobs broadly fall under the role of 18-hour-a-day computer touchers. And my screen time is down 25% to 11 hours this week. And finally, branching off of brick and mortar mom and pop shop, we have increasingly untenable poverty line service job for immigrants and idiots. Gonna put this one in the red. We need someone to hold down the fort before you get replaced by a drone. And last but not least, we have the endlessly critical, hyper-nihilist, dystopia frame-locked, psychic despair salesman. This one's literally me! Definitely pays to sell nihilism and pessimism on the internet. There's a huge market appetite for it. And that is all modern-day viable jobs. Let me know what career path you chose.
And that's why jobs are based.
No.
Right, kids?
End this
we all
madness.
love to work.
No,
right?
end this madness.
Right?
I spent most of my life looking at a computer screen, plugging myself into the never-ending stimulus feed. I don't have a culture or any kind of community, but I've got my memes and they've got me. My memes got me. I spend most of my life staring at this phone at home alone, getting all kinds of different emotions in me evoked, like anger at everyone that happens to be seeming to live out in real life the fantasies I am dreaming. And so to protect myself, I will project myself out. I will flaunt my wealth and mask my health like everyone else. And second guess every single thing I think and I say. Like, do any of these observations matter anyway? I've spent most of my life looking at a computer screen, plugging myself into never-ending stimulus fees. I don't have a culture or any real community, but I've got my memes and they've got me. My memes got me.